Give me a sense of what you would do today. I mean, Sepp Blatter, does he just need to step down?
That's what we have called for at Transparency International. We think he should step down because he hasn't delivered the reform process he promised last time when he was up for president.
I mean, is it more about the reform process, or is it just the fact that he was in charge when these allegations came to surface? And so, just because of that, he should go?
Well, it's both, really. He announced a reform process when there were allegations of corruption in the past. He said it was time for change. He did bring in some changes. They have reformed a bit, but they could do an awful lot more, and we don't think he's the right person to do that.
How would you do it? I mean, is it changing from the start? Is it changing the voting system?
Well, it's actually changing the way the structure of FIFA runs. What we have is an organization that is not really a business. It's registered as a charity. It is not transparent. They need specific measures to win back trust. Now, these could include publishing a lot more data about their financial position. They could publish remuneration of their senior executives, how they determine that, have an outside body determine that for them. They could do a number of key transparency issues, bringing non-executive directors on board to the ExCo, their committee. These are the things that we would look for in the next term of a president.
Why haven't we had that? I mean, for me, it actually seems, because these are allegations that have been swirling around. This was a huge week for FIFA, but actually we've had implications, allegations, so this should have been done.
It should have been done, which is why we think Blatter should go. It hasn't been done properly. Transparency for them is a buzzword, not something that they employ. We want the tone at the top to be a tone that can be trusted. And we really don't think that Sepp Blatter is the person to do that. However, the whole organization could do with a dose of transparency. You could see more information, as I said before, published on a range of issues. It could have a follow the money policy. It could have anti-corruption programs on its website to see exactly what they're doing to fight corruption and bribery. You can't find any of that. They have a code of ethics. That's it.
But do you think that the next person, if he doesn't get re-elected, will do it? I mean, what kind of person does it take? It's not just the person at the top, right? It's not just the president of FIFA. It has to be from the bottom
yes.
up.
I think that you have to have a number of people who would stand by that reform. And FIFA is, unfortunately, a kind of organization that has been run over the years as almost a clientelism. You've got all the confederations, they've been there for a long time, they've got an awful lot of money out of FIFA. Why do they want things to change? That's what it will take, someone who is a very strong leader, and perhaps pressure from the outside. Now, we've seen the sponsors come and say, we're not happy. Perhaps they should do more.
Deborah, so from Transparency International, one of the things that we've been talking about with officials on the ground, our Mark Barton's there, is that, their standard answer seems to be, oh, but it happens at other organizations, or this is something that it's not as big as people make it out to be, but if you really dig deep into other organizations, you'll find similar things. Is that true?
Well, yes. Obviously, businesses face bribery and corruption scandals all the time. So what do? They usually get rid of the man at the top if it's a very big one, and they try to have more trust in what they do. They publish more information about how they're going about anti-corruption. We believe it's really important that you publish that information, you follow up on it, and you monitor it. Now, yes, it happens everywhere in business, but FIFA isn't a business. It's really accountable to the fans of football, not to shareholders. They don't have to give out dividends. They don't have to give out profits to people. They just have to deliver clean, good World Cups for the fans around the world. And that will take strong leadership to break this cycle of intransparency, lack of transparency.